So this part will be mainly about how to use FaceEmo for making expressions on your avatar. You see I've already got some made here for this avatar specifically. I should actually fix this somewhat because this amount of emotes is actually over how much it supports on the facial menu, which is max 64. Alright, so you can see I've already added some few, but on a lot of avatars, especially if you're making it from scratch, you will need to make your own. So on here, for example, you just create a new texture pattern, expression pattern, I mean. And let's say you want to create one for, well, a new one. If you don't have one from scratch, that's basically how a tutorial on how to do it. First of all, this is the conditions for how to do it. I prefer basically having it on one hand, and on FaceEmo you can turn it so that that your right hand is disabled or your left hand is disabled if you want to only use one for the trigger. Because of the fact that you'll be using an expression, I would also recommend turning off blink and eye tracking, especially on an avatar that doesn't already have that included. So what I would also do is, change this to one hand. So the next step is selecting the animation. For me, I already have a set of animations it comes with. So let's say on the default Manuka, I have this, I go into expressions, and I go into animations, and then I have like all of the files for my, oh wait. It's actually wrong, this expressions. Excuse me, it should be on facial and then main facial as an example, and then I just drag it over here if you already have your preset animations. If you don't, then you can use expression editor included into FaceEmo, and you will then get this interface right here. It shows what settings are different from the scene. So you can see here that the eyes change when I move this slider. And if you don't have and if you want to create a new one basically and not use this one, let me delete this and create a new one. What you can do is to just, well, you can also combine one, but you want to press this one, create a new animation clip. And then you just create, I would recommend making a new folder, calling something like facial expressions, and save this as something, call it something other than new expressions, because organization. So you want to add like which expressions you want to change. This uses the default as an example. If I want to make it happy, well, joy is actually the happy one. I've just messed with the settings so it does look a little weird. So if I say I wanna make the eye sad, which makes it go down, I just left click this and it will add, and I can change the blend shape here. That's like a short tutorial on how to use it. Another neat feature is also opening gesture tables, so if you want to have like a neutral face when you're fist, and like combining them when you have your left hand and your right hand together, like say your left hand is a fist and your right hand is a peace sign, you will then find fist plus peace sign. And yeah, you can add like different animations to it as well. So that's like a short tutorial on how to use it to create new animations alongside, yeah, like if you already have a preset animation for the facial expressions. If you want to see and test your expressions, what you want to do is have Gesture Manager installed, enter play mode. Well, you can also enter it up here. And once this is loaded, give it a second. I should probably have used the avatar I haven't used before, but this is like a short video. When I make the proper tutorials from scratch on how to use Unity with non-destructive methods and prefabs, I will probably do it from the start. Alright, so okay, so this is actually the Unity version, the Android version. I forgot to change into PC. Anyway, same still applies. You want to go into FaceEmo, and then you have your different settings. Gesture settings, disable right if you only want to use emotes with the left hand. Disable left if you only want to make it for the right hand. And then you have emote select, and yeah, you have all the different emotes, etc. that came with it. But again, make sure you only have 64 emotes in one profile. If you want to have more than that, create a second expression pattern menu, or like, yeah. For me, I have everything I have a few selected with my hand gestures, and the rest are with manual selection for like pictures and etc. So that's mainly it.